All right, if you're a driver in Texas, you know the drill. That little sticker on your windshield has an expiration date, and renewing it is a task you just can't skip. But it really doesn't have to be a headache. In this explainer, we're going to break down the online renewal process and make it super simple, clear, and honestly, pretty painless. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You're just driving along, you glance up at your windshield, and boom, you see that date on the sticker is coming up fast. And just like that, another thing gets added to your mental to-do list. Well, today, we're going to take that little bit of anxiety and turn it into a task you can knock out in just a few minutes online. Okay, so before you even think about opening your laptop or pulling out your phone, there are two absolutely crucial things you need to have sorted out first. Think of them like two gates you have to pass through before you can even get to the online renewal party. And here are those two gates. First up, a past vehicle inspection. And it's not enough to just have the piece of paper. The results need to be officially logged in the state's electronic system. The second gate is active vehicle insurance. You have to have current liability insurance, and the info the state has on file needs to match your policy perfectly. And really, you can't skip these. They are by far the most common reasons why an online renewal gets stuck. So, let's do a quick eligibility check, shall we? If your inspection is done and in the system, and your insurance is all squared away, you're halfway there. You also can't have any holds on your record. We're talking unpaid tolls or tickets. And finally, the state needs your current mailing address so they know where to send that brand new sticker. If you can say yes to all of that, you are good to go. Perfect. So now that you know you're eligible, let's get into the main event. We're going to walk through the actual online process, step by step. I'll break it all down for you so you know exactly what's coming. No surprises. Here's the game plan. It's really just a 5-step journey. First, you gather your info. Then, you confirm your info and insurance are showing up correctly. Step 3 is the actual online renewal form. 4 is paying the fees. And 5, the easiest part, is just waiting for your new sticker to show up. See? Simple. So for step 1, you really don't need a whole lot. If you have that renewal notice they mailed you, awesome. That's got everything. But hey, if you're like me and it's buried under a pile of mail somewhere, don't sweat it. Most of the time, all you actually need to kick things off is your license plate number. Now listen up, because this tip right here is going to save you so much frustration. After you get your car inspected, please do not run home and immediately try to renew online. The state system needs a little bit of time to update. We're talking a few hours, maybe even until the next business day. Trying to renew too fast is the #1 cause of getting that inspection-required error. Just give it a little time. Okay, so you've made it to the payment screen, you've put in your card info, and you've hit submit. You might think you're done, but hold on. There is one last, tiny but super important thing to do. Save that confirmation. I mean it. Take a screenshot, save the email as a PDF, whatever you have to do. This little piece of proof is your best friend while you're waiting for that sticker to arrive. All right, your payment has gone through. Now we get to the two big questions that are on everyone's mind. What exactly did I just pay for? And when is that sticker going to show up? Let's break both of those down. So that total fee you paid, it's not just one thing. It's actually a mix of a few different costs. You've got your base registration fee from the state, some local fees that can vary depending on what county you're in, and usually a small processing fee for using the online service. And just to be clear, this is totally separate from the money you paid for the inspection itself. You paid that directly to the inspection station. So what can you expect to pay, really? Well, for standard passenger car, you're typically going to be in the ballpark of $50 to $85. Now, that can change based on your county or vehicle type, but that's a pretty solid range to expect. And now, for the waiting game. How long does it take for that sticker to arrive? You know, some people get it in as little as a week, but I would say the average, what you should probably plan for, is about 2 weeks. And to be extra safe, especially if you're close to your expiration date, give it up to 3 weeks to get to you. Okay, let's talk troubleshooting, because let's be real, even when you do everything right, sometimes technology just throws you a curveball. We're going to go over the 2 most common errors people run into and, more importantly, exactly how to fix them. Here it is, the classic. You did your part, you went and got the inspection, you passed, but the website is still flashing this inspection required message at you. It is super frustrating, I know, but it's usually a pretty easy fix. So, solution number 1, just wait. Like we said before, the system might just be lagging behind. If you've waited and it's still not working, pull out your inspection receipt and double-check the vehicle identification number, the VIN. One little typo there can throw everything off. If that's all correct and you're still stuck, your final step is to just call the inspection station and ask them to confirm they sent the results through. All right, the other major roadblock you might hit is the dreaded insurance verification error. This usually pops up when the information the state has for your insurance doesn't quite line up with your current active policy. So how do you fix this one? First, just confirm that your policy is definitely active and that your insurance company has the correct VIN on file. If everything looks good on your end, the next step is to call your insurance agent and just ask them to resend your proof of insurance to the state electronically. And hey, if you just switched insurance companies, you might just need to give the systems a few days to talk to each other and get updated. Now, there are a few times when the online system just isn't going to be an option. If you have a hold on your account for things like unpaid toll violations or outstanding tickets, or if you just have a more complicated situation, you're going to have to handle it in person. That means a trip to your local county tax assessor collector's office. Oof, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's wrap all of this up into a final game plan. A few pro tips that are going to help you fly through this process every year with zero stress. Here is your cheat sheet for success every single time. 1. Get your inspection done early. Don't wait until the last minute. 2. Renew online at least 2 to 3 weeks before your sticker actually expires. That builds in a nice cushion for mailing time. 3. Always make sure the DMV has your current mailing address. And 4. Never, ever forget to save that payment confirmation. And that's really it. By following these steps and keeping these tips in mind, you are totally in control of the process. You can get this done with complete confidence. No more last-minute stress. Just another simple task checked off your list.